Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. We are back on the epoxy resin Christmas baubles and I am obsessed with the results. You would have already seen the thumbnail. I am going to be using Vista Turbo resin in this video, but I've also got some exciting new colours to try out. Let's go. A company called Magicfly emailed me and asked if they could send me some of their resin pigments. They sent me a box of 16 resin pigments. There's quite a lot in there and so many colours to choose from. So I'm just going to open it with you guys on camera so that you can see exactly what you are getting in this box, and I will of course be linking it down below. So inside is just a card with all the details from the company and how to order and things like that. It also comes with a little silicone mixing pot and a silicone tool, and I guess you could use the little spoon at the end to measure out your dyes if you wanted to. Now I already knew I was going for blues because I knew the vision I had in mind and what I wanted to do in the video. But of course there are so many more other colours in here that I will be using in future videos, I have no doubt. But for the purposes of this video, I wanted to go for blue, and I was really surprised to find 3 blues in here. I was not expecting that at all. So I took all 3 blues out, and what I ended up doing was just doing a little colour swatch on a piece of paper to work out which one I wanted. So there's a blue, sapphire blue and pearl blue. So I ended up just using my gloved finger just to do a little swatch, and I ended up using the pearl blue. Now I already knew, like I said, what I had in mind for this project. I want glitter, I want snow, I want frosty theme. That's where I'm going. Haven't got the words. But the first thing I'm going to do is mix in some of this chunky blue glitter. It is gorgeous glitter. I've actually mixed a lot of glitter into a little bit of resin. The reason I've done this is because I don't really want this going very far. We all know that epoxy resin spreads. If you put glitter into a clear resin, that glitter generally will spread. So my thought process here was thicken it up, you know, put a lot of glitter into a tiny amount of resin. This will give me a really thick, gloopy glitter that I can put in the places I want it to go. I already know at this point the chances are some of that glitter will come out. It will spread into the clear, but I'm hoping the majority will stay put because it really is quite dense. I'm just putting it in the tops and the bottoms of the bauble, and I'm hoping this is almost going to give it like a snow globe effect at the end. But again, we don't know because epoxy resin likes to just keep us on our toes. We never know what the end result is. But in my mind, that is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the top and the bottom with this gorgeous thick blue chunky glitter and then clear in the centre. That is what I was hoping for. So here you can see I've pretty much finished all 6 and I'm happy with the glitter placement. I did have some left over, so I did end up using it in some snowflake moulds that I've got to the side. Always have spare moulds to the side, guys, because I'm definitely one for making too much resin all the time. So I ended up going with the pearl blue. I figured this was the closest match to the glitter, and it would actually complement the glitter as well. And this was so pretty. I knew it was pearl blue, but I wasn't expecting to see the really beautiful pearl. I'm hoping you can see it in this close-up. It's got this shimmery, pearly effect whilst still being transparent. So I was really intrigued to learn how that was going to cure and what it would look like in the end result. So here I am just pouring a little bit into each mould. Very similar to the last video, we're doing this in 2 layers. So I'm just pouring a small amount in at first, and I'm using my heat tool to disperse it, but also get rid of the air bubbles. Now straight away I can see the glitter is moving, and all I could do at this point was just hope that not all the glitter goes, you know. I didn't want the whole thing to be glitter. I was just hoping and praying that most of that chunky glitter would stay in place. So here you see me giving it one final blast with my heat tool to get rid of any air bubbles, and I can already see the pearl in that colour is creating almost like a snow blizzardy effect, which was a win-win considering the theme of these. So here you can see the glitter has started to move, but only the teeniest, tiniest particles of that glitter have started to move down into the baubles. I was okay with this because I noticed that the largest, most chunkiest parts were staying put, which I was so happy with. Guys, this is 5 hours later. This resin is turbo. It is a super fast curing resin. So this is 5 hours later, and I am using, wait for it, window cling stickers from the pound shop. Plastic window stickers, easy to peel off after you use them on your windows. But of course, I learned this technique from the incredible Wendy over at Toonpish Crafts a whole year ago. She used window cling stickers in her epoxy resin Christmas decor. I was honestly gobsmacked. I didn't know we could, and I knew I had to. So I've had these stickers sitting on my shelf for a very long time waiting to try them. And of course, they cling to your epoxy resin in the same way that they would cling to your windows. If you wanted to, then you could peel them straight back out again. But we're not going to do that. We are going to set them in our resin forever, and yeah, it worked so unbelievably well. I couldn't believe it. Like, honestly, the hardest part of this whole video was getting them off of the sheets. They were getting stuck in all kinds of corners, and yeah, so all I did was I just selected a combination. I wanted those big ones. I love those big ones that dominate the whole bauble, and then in the others I knew I just wanted 3 or 4, kind of like a scattered effect. And the best thing was they had such a selection. They weren't all the same, so I've pretty much got a really diverse range of snowflakes in these, and I think they go against that blue so beautifully. The one thing I would say is make sure that you press them down. There's no air bubbles underneath, because if there is trapped air underneath, then resin could seep underneath. But as it happens, I cannot believe how they did not budge. They did not budge. £1, guys. £1 window stickers. It is a game changer. So big shout out to Wendy for this incredible game changing tip. If you do not have a Cricut, if you do not have any vinyls, or if you don't want to pay large money for these kind of vinyl decals, pound shop, guys. Pound shop. So here we are. Straight away after laying in those snowflakes, I'm going in with my top coat. I made a lot less resin than I made in the last video. I definitely don't want any spillages. I do not want to dome these as much as I did in the last video. So I'm literally filling them to the top so they are level this time. Forget the doming. I cannot be doing with any spillages. So I'm just using my silicone tool because, again, they are not stickers. They could easily peel back up if I'm too rough. So I'm just using my silicone tool to disperse that resin around. And then, of course, I'm going to be using my heat tool to get rid of any of those surface bubbles, but also help that resin move into all of those little what do you call them? The bit where you put the ribbon, the hole, the eyelet at the top of the bauble. The resin wasn't naturally flowing in there, possibly because my surface is always uneven. Old house. So yeah, I do end up going in right at the end and using a cocktail stick just to help that resin move in and around that eyelet. And this is pretty much what you see me doing here, just dragging it around all of those little areas just to make sure. Now this is the next morning and I've got no overspill. I am chuffed to pieces. Loving this colour. I don't know what it is about blue. It's always been my favourite colour, but this blue with the pearl. You can see there's like a frosted back. I'm hoping that my camera is kind of picking it up, but it's not like the others would be super transparent. The pearl has created this frosted back, totally unexpected, and it works so well with the theme I was going for. Of course, the only difficulty for me now was showing it on camera, because the white was really visible to me, but depending on how I held them, it really wasn't coming across on camera. But I'm just showing you here. I will be finishing them off with white ribbon, and of course they will be immediately available for anybody who wants to purchase. Just either email me or contact me via Instagram. At the moment I do not have a selling site, but let me know your thoughts at this point. I actually love the way some of the glitter moved down into the clear. I actually really love it, and it's almost central. It's almost a line from the top, from the bottom and the top, moving towards each other and kind of meeting in the middle. Does that make sense? There's definitely a couple of air pockets that I've missed. Now, they don't take away from the overall piece at all, but you can see on this one there's a little gathering where they all decided to come up and have a chat all in one place. That could be where I left an air bubble under the window cling, but overall, again, does not take away from the overall effect. I'm loving it all. I'm loving every element. I'm loving the fact that they worked. I'm loving the blue colour, and yeah, let me know your thoughts. They just remind me of a winter's day, a crispy, frosty winter's day. Yeah, gorgeous. So I just go ahead and demold all of them at once to save you sitting through it all, to be honest. But yeah, I'm loving them. I think my favourites are definitely the ones with the biggest snowflake, like this one. Definitely my favourite. I think I prefer it over the ones where I've used 3 or 4 in one. I'm holding it up against a whiteboard just to see if you can see it clearer, but you can't. You really can't. Thank you so much to Magicfly for sending me the colours. If you are interested, it will be linked below. Pearl Blue is the name of the colour that I used in today's video. Set of 16 pigments, again, linked below for anyone who is interested in getting these. And yeah, I hope that you have really loved the video. Let me know your thoughts. Which ones are your favourites? Let me know if you've ever tried window clings. And let me know if you will now, because thanks to Wendy, I did not know it was a thing. So thanks to Wendy, again, massive thank you. Totally stole this from her, but she knew I was gonna, so it's okay. Hope you've loved it, and I will see you all in the next video. Here it is. I'm just holding it up against the window so you can see it in all its glory. But other than that, have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Whoa, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, 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 oh, oh, oh. La, da, da, da. Making our Christmas memories. I've been working so much lately, I can barely find the time to sleep. Yeah, I spend my time running around, keeping people pleased. But this is my favorite holiday. It's a chance to start over new. 'Cause I missed you, so I'm letting go of everything but you. These are the good times with you. Baby, this year it's just gonna be you and me. Hang by the fire and chill. Isn't this how it's supposed to be? Making our Christmas memories. Oh,